Welcome back. Arsenal had to survive a late scare here at the Emirates, but they've won 2-1 against Nottingham Forest to get their season off to a winning start. Let's hear now from Mikel Arteta with Jules.
Congratulations, 3 points to start the season. What did you make of the match overall?
Well, first of all, really happy. It's always difficult to win the first game. It's always very difficult to win in the Premier League, so we should be very happy, especially the way we played. I think we deserve to win the game. We merit more and earlier, but we didn't kill the game. And tuning in the Premier League is a really dangerous result. And we had a lack of concentration on the counter after the corner. They scored a goal, and then it's game on. And they throw a lot of bodies there. We didn't concede anything, but the feeling was, okay, we want the game to end and earn the 3 points.
Did that last 10 minutes perfectly sum up the Premier League?
Absolutely, and you cannot give anything. And today we gave them some hope, and we gave them the goal. And when that happens against teams in the Premier League, you cannot do that. And this team is so well organized. They are so competitive. They are so physical when they want to, and they don't need much to score a goal.
Of course, Saka Nketiah started the scoring early on in the match. How important was that for him and for the team to get an early goal?
Well, that's a clear example of what we're going to need this season. He's a player that was very disappointed because I didn't start him against Manchester City. And what he did was came on in the game, had a huge impact against City, trained like a beast this week, telling me I deserve to play. So I had to play him because he gave me every reason with reaction to play. And when that happens, you come to the pitch and you score and you play the way he's done. So, great example.
Has he done enough to start the next game?
We will see. It's 7-8 days to go now against Palace, and they're going to have to earn it.
And for Bukayo Saka, it was an absolute beauty of a strike. Can he get even better this season?
I don't know, but you need those moments in games like that when you are attacking that low block with 10 players behind the ball, very little space, it's so well organised, and we've done that with two beautiful actions.
Mikel, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Yeah, tough closing stages to the game, but 3 points on the board. Interesting, you said there as well that Saka Nketiah, you wanted him to prove to him that he should play. Do you think he really did that?
Yeah, I did. A striker goes in, what his game's about is scoring goals. Yes, you can look at his all-round game, but at the end of the day, he gets the first all-important goal in this game. That's huge for Arsenal. Settles the crowd, settles the environment, settles the team. And it gives the platform for the team to go and get the 3 points. But I think Saka Nketiah, I think that's a beautiful thing for a manager to be able to do. Lay the gauntlet down to one of your players. They go out there and they answer you, and you can walk in and put your arm around them and go, do you know what, thank you. And I can trust. I think that's a big thing for the manager. I think he can trust someone like Saka Nketiah. He's proved in the past when he's had to need to rely on him to get him goals or to get him 3 points or to cover in. He's come in and done it really well.
If you're an Arsenal fan, though, are you watching today and watching the end of last season and thinking we do need to go out and buy a striker?
Not necessarily. I think that they'd like to add more quality. I think they've strengthened in other areas. But I think what Arteta's done there is he's come out and he said that to us. So that's a message to his players as well, because they've got a big squad. There's going to be rotating players. Players are going to be coming in and out of the team, and it's like, so it keeps the standards up. Look, it's an example. Look, Eddie's come off the bench against Man City, performed, trained like a beast, and then he's got his just rewards. It's a message.
Congratulations, a win to start the season. But was it a nervy finish at the end?
Yeah, of course. I think we had a really good start to the first half. Scored the 2 goals. And obviously they crept back into the side, especially late in. Obviously they made a few changes and helped. So obviously it was a bit of a nervy finish, but I think we defended really well, and I think we deserved the 3 points.
It was your goal that set the team on their way. Lovely skill from Martinelli, but there must have been just one thing on your mind when you got that ball in the box. Yeah,
obviously it was a great bit of skill by Martinelli to get through, and obviously when it came, it was just about being calm and getting that half a yard, and then obviously it was a good strike, so happy with it.
What about Saka's goal?
Yeah, unreal. Obviously, we know he's got that kind of quality, so we're really happy to have him in our team, and we're delighted to get the win and obviously to help and contribute as well.
There's so much competition for places, particularly in the forward areas of this team. Does that motivate you even more to impress when you get your chance?
No, of course. I think obviously everyone wants to play and everyone needs to be ready to play. Obviously the manager's got a tough decision and it's down to us to make it hard for him. So obviously I was delighted to get the opportunity today, and even happier to be able to contribute and get the 3 points.
Does it help your confidence and for you to keep your place in this team as well, Eddie, by getting on the score sheet nice and early?
No, of course. Obviously it's a good start, not just for myself, for the team. Obviously, like I said, I work hard. We've all worked hard during pre-season to be ready, so you never know when your opportunity is going to come. Today I got the opportunity to start, and I'm pleased with my contribution and looking forward to the next game. Hopefully I can get some minutes and help the team and we can get a win as well.
When you came off the pitch, the Arsenal fans were singing your name. What does it feel like to have that love and that support from them?
No, it's amazing. Obviously, I grew up a supporter of the club. You know, this is my home, my family, my friends are here as well supporting. So, no, it's amazing. Obviously, I'm sure they're happy with the 3 points, and so am I.
Thank you very much. Well done.
Yes, Eddie Nketiah setting Arsenal underway here today after a brilliant assist from Martinelli. He captained the side for the first time in pre-season, showing, I guess, the manager's faith and giving him a huge amount of confidence, Rio. Yeah,
because I think we all would have seen, he would have seen as well, people saying, is he the right guy to stay here? Can he shoulder the responsibility if Jesus isn't fit? Is he someone who's going to be able to score the goals to get him to win the league and become a successful team? I think he answers people. I think this kid knows how to score goals. He's done it all his career. I don't know him personally, but I know people around him, and he's worked on himself physically. He's diligent behind the scenes, got a great work ethic, and the kid, whatever you think about him, this kid knows how to put the ball in the back of the net. The ball comes in and around the box, he gets himself in the right positions, and he can finish. Man City won the league with someone who's scored 51 goals from centre-forward position. Arsenal don't have that guy to do that, but they may have the potential to do it through a cluster of players, and he'll be one of those. I think he's a very valuable player. The player who could come in, he showed last year. Jesus, who had the number 9 shirt, who was leading the line, got injured. He came in for a period of time. It didn't go noticed.
Do you think they've got enough goals elsewhere in the team, though? Ødegaard, Martinelli, 15 each last season.
They've got enough goals. It's just it's the case of keeping the players, the goal scorers, fit all at the same time. I mean, they strengthened the squad. Havertz can score goals as well from midfield. Declan can score goals from midfield. They're going to have to spread it around. And Eddie Nketiah, he's a player that he'd be one of them players that have scored goals from the age of 6 or 7. Just got an instinct, and he has a sense of where the ball is in the box. You know, got his shot off there. It wasn't a great strike, but he knows what to do with the ball when he's there. He's crucial. I mean, Jesus is coming back into the side. You know, he sometimes floats from that position and goes out left and comes out right. Eddie Nketiah is more of a number 9, you know, and he's an asset to this club. And one thing that's really important is he feels the club, really, don't he? He feels the club. He's come through the ranks, and they're vital, you know, especially in tight games, which he's shown last year. He scored important goals for the club. Yeah,
perhaps their biggest asset, though, Bukayo Saka. We saw a special goal from him, Rio, to make it 2-0.
Yeah, this is a wonderful player. I mean, every time I see him, he leaves you with something when you leave the stadium, whether it's a moment of brilliance like this, even his work ethic, but just the way he receives the ball. But that is textbook from someone like Saka. In this area here, there's only one thing in his mind, is getting inside, opening up the pitch, and using players to bend the ball around him. You can see there's players he's bent the ball around. He hasn't picked out, I'm going to hit the top corner, I'm going to bend it, hit an area. And I mean, that was exquisite.
Just can't let him shoot from there, Joel.
No, and what he does is he floats in off that angle, so it's the left back can't pick him up. The midfielders are occupied because there's Ødegaard around the high, so he finds the space. And what's beautiful about this goal, this touch here is the one, because that gets out of his pace, and from this moment on, he knows exactly what he's going to do, and it's a goal. That is a technique he would have honed on the streets of London, you know. And I don't think there's anyone else in the world football, apart from maybe the main man who's on the slide now, Messi, who's got a left foot as good as his coming in from that position. It is exquisite.
Do you think there's a better right winger out there?
I think Salah's in the conversation.
Yeah.
I think Salah right now gets more goals. So I'd put Salah maybe ahead of him. He's got the experience. He's won things as well. His resume is that much more fuller because of the age as well and the experience. This kid's on the way, on the track to get up to them heights. You've got to remember Salah was hitting late 20s, 30 goals seasons consistently. He's got to get to that. I think he will. I think his importance to the team is the big thing. He is so important to this Arsenal team, one of, if not the most important players in this team. I think if you're going to talk about the top right wingers in the world, he's in the top 3 without a question of doubt for me.
Yeah. So you have to think as well, the comparisons with Salah is a massive compliment to Saka. Salah's top drawer, top class. But Salah at Saka's age hadn't put the body of work in that Saka. I don't think he gets we all wax lyrically about him here, but I still think he's such a gem. We're so lucky to have him and this club is lucky to have him. He's got such great ability, but he's right standing on the shoulder with all of them players in his position in world football.
I think, Joe, you hit the nail on the head. Salah wasn't doing this, what Saka's doing at this age. He wasn't deciding games at the top level like this in the Premier League consistently for a top team. He wasn't. So he's got an opportunity to really stamp his authority as one of the best right wingers around. Yeah,
the England manager watching on today as well. I'm sure Gareth Southgate would have been very happy about that. It was, though, a nervy finish for them, Joel, wasn't it? With Forest fighting back late in that game, the 2 subs combining brilliantly.
Yeah, we said this is how they're going to score a goal. This is fantastic counter-attacking football. This is what Forest are going to have to do in these games. Alanga does fantastically well here because, you know, no one really, because of his threat of pace, no one really goes out and deals with him, but he just keeps going, puts him, and it's a lovely finish. He gets across the front post.
Yeah, so it's a magnificent finish. There's two elements to it. The wing play here is textbook, is what you want. I spoke to him pre-game and said to him about assist goals is all you want this season. Get your assists and get your goals. He's come off the bench, got his assist, but it's a great run as well. The striker across the centre half, a fantastic finish. Those two have put themselves now in the window for the manager to start the next game.
We know he's got that pace. What else can he bring them?
Goals. He's shown he can score goals as well. I think he's just got to knit it all together consistently. He's shown brilliances, he's shown glimpses, even in a Man United shirt, that he's capable of hitting the ground running and being effective. If he can be effective here for this team, and especially on the counter-attack, many away games they lost last season, they didn't really have that cutting edge up front. He's shown here today at the Emirates, tough place to come. He can have that cutting edge. He's got the explosive power on the break to cause it problems to the opposition.
This city is well worth the visit. We're in Seville at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan Stadium. I'm Derek Ray. I'm joined for commentary by former Arsenal fullback Lee Dixon, and every expectation that this will be a captivating contest. I can't wait for this, Lee.
Thank you, Derek. Just flicking through my notes at this one. Everything pointing to a really lively matchup this is. Fingers crossed, eh?
Pellegrini. Vertu. Not much defensive cover there on the flank. Well, they did have the ball, but not anymore. Johan Jordan. The pass could do damage. He might profit from here, you know. There it is. A delightful start to this match. Just what they were hoping for.
Well, here it is, a striker's bread and butter, simple finish, but it's the positioning that gets him the goal.
Well, let's have another view of that goal. The opening goal of the game then. And very deftly cut out. And behind it goes the concession of a corner here. And firing it into the area. Oh, that is a majestic goal! Volleyed home with precision and style. Superbly done.
Well, here's another look at it. It's a good delivery from the corner. And then just look at the finish. He does so well to read the bounce. Often you can send these into Rose Ed. I know I did. But he makes perfect contact.
So it will be a throw-in here. Well, that shouldn't really happen from a throw-in. Spinazzola. In with a chance. And there is the goal to re-establish their advantage.
Well, Derek, as we see it again, it's a big mistake. You try to teach youngsters not to get caught in possession and be aware of what's around you. He has no clue, and he pays the price.